folks, neighbors, fans, and whoever tuning in at the moment to Country Music News International Radio Show. Here is Christian Lamitschka, and we are really happy to present you today
Larry Weiss.
Larry is a person here on Country Music News International we ever want to have. And we are more than happy that Larry found the time with us today, and we will talk about his career and what he's doing now. So Larry, but for the crowds outside, give them a little idea what you're doing.
Well, I'm a songwriter. I'm also a record producer, music publisher. I'm a screenwriter and a playwright. And also I have a couple of other projects that are working, turning one of my well-known songs, Rhinestone Cowboy, into a musical. And it looks like we may be getting it developed in London first. And I have a CD that's out, which I think you got, right?
Yep.
And that CD came out almost 10 years ago and got lost. And then it got found in England. And I have singles out from the CD now. And that's basically it.
Well, the good thing, folks, is that they found the CD before he passed away.
Oh, thank you.
Think about it, how damn it will be. They find the CD after you passed away,
Yeah.
and you get nothing from the success.
Well, at least my family would.
Yeah, well, I maintain always it was better to have the success by yourself.
Oh, of course, but I wouldn't feel bad if my family
Of course,
benefited from it.
Yeah. So, by all what you did now, what is the favorite activity?
The favorite activity is when I'm in a creative mode. That's the favorite activity, whether I'm working on a movie or working on my musical or recording in the studio. As long as I'm in a creative mode, I'm very happy.
Tell us a little bit more about the musical which you probably get it on in the UK.
Well, hopefully, yes. Well, the musical is going to be called Rhinestone Cowboy, a new musical. And the inspiration for it, aside from the song, were my earlier days in New York City on Broadway. So we've created a story that kind of shows what went on during that particular time, a fictitious story, but the feeling of what was going on at that particular time. Very, very colorful.
What is the best thing by what you're doing?
The best thing?
Yes, by songwriting, creative, performing, and all that. What is the favorite of you?
I think it depends on my mood, but I love to sit behind my piano and play, and I love to be in the midst of writing a song, or just going over things in my mind of what could be. I have things that are formulating now that I've been working on for over 20 years. So I'm very happy that things are where they are right now, and I'm most happy in the creative mode.
What is better, to stay behind the camera or in front of the camera?
In other words, to be a singer out front or the guy who's producing the record?
Yeah.
Well, they're both fun. It depends on how much is required. I don't think I would like to be going out on the road and performing a lot right now. But I wouldn't mind directing someone else who was doing that. And I love working with musicians in the studio, very talented musicians that come up with things out of the air, you know? And you're there receiving it. It's an incredible gift. Back in 1974, I recorded my first album. The Cuts and Scratches CD is my second one in 40 years. But in my first album, I had 4 incredible musicians playing for me, very famous musicians who played with the Beatles and many, many stars. And I had never been in the studio with that kind of talent before. And it was such a thrill for me, and it showed me that I had the ability to go higher and step higher. They helped me an awful lot. So I love being in the studio, working with great musicians, coming up with things out of the air.
When you look back, when you started your career and see what's going on now in music business, what makes you happy and what's make you sad?
Well, there's nothing nothing I'm really sad about. I mean, music is something, and songs and recordings are something that evolves from one thing to another thing to another thing. There isn't anything really original. It's just a combination of everything else that has been heard before, in just different combinations being presented. So I think the only thing that I would like would be less studio, how can I put it? Less things that they're created by machinery, more things created by a person. That's the only thing I would say I would prefer, because there's so many great musicians out there, and I would like to see that happen more.
With the musician, definitely I agree with you. When you see that everybody comes here to town to record CDs and so on, the musician must be good.
Oh yeah, this place is very magical, because the musicians that are here, not only are they people that come from Nashville, come from Tennessee, but other people have moved here from Chicago, from New York, from Los Angeles, from Atlanta, from Florida, other places where there's a lot of music going on, and they're mingling with what's here. So it's a beautiful thing.
So what can we expect to see from you in the future?
Well, I don't have a crystal ball, but I hope to see my musical staged. I hope to see a film that I've worked on staged, and who knows, maybe Nashville will have a Rhinestone Cowboy Hotel.
Okay, can you share a little bit more of the information about the movie?
Well, it's a
secret?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Okay, folks, that means we keep you posted.
Right.
By the next time we will hang out together with him, I believe it will be then more a private situation, so we have to check back with him again if we can publish it, but as far we get the okay from him, here on Country Music News International, you get all the news about what's going on with him, and if you can't wait, you can go in the meantime to his website, which is
LarryWeiss.com.
My name is Christian Lamitschka for Country Music News International magazine and radio show. Bye.